I0 point inonzi 0 point moiziva kugara pasi.
Mabondi atichatombotambire because mabondi izvezvi tikatambira hatisi kuzeti tichakwanisa kumainisa.
Hello guys, to have confidence in the new ZiG notes that Zimbabwe have announced, I surely don't, and not only me, people in the streets also don't.
Hapana kana chiri kufamba ndibona ana mano vaifamba nematray yezvinezvi kufamba akaba i-airtime chete haasi sina tray because maswits haasi kutengeseka.
Bosa na problem nazvo sokuzoti machatungoda isusu ichange pamari dzedu.
So this guy was asking very tough and crucial questions. A question ekuti people don't have confidence in the ZiG notes. If you think I'm the only one who doesn't have confidence in the ZiG notes, click in the link there to see what people in the streets are thinking about the ZiG.
What price, what currencies is the public going to use to buy fuel?
I got you, homie.
If you address that question, you would have addressed many problems. The price of fuel. The ZiG must buy fuel because that is our local currency. That's where the problems start. Once fuel is not priced in the ZiG, people will begin to chase the black market again to get US dollars.
The person who's asking the question is trying to establish how people should gain confidence and why people don't have confidence in the ZiG. And here the minister, Argo Jamba Jamba, if the government does not have confidence in their own bond note, pakuti itenge fuel, ibadare my passport, ibadare duty, all those crucial government duties that it's supposed to do.
Well, thank you for that. I'm going to borrow from His Excellency, the President's speech when he visited the Central Bank on Thursday. Someone asked almost a similar question, and he said, when Jesus came and he said, I'm the Son of God, some believed, some did not. But that does not mean that he was not the Son of God. If you are going to doubt ZiG, I said earlier on, it's game on. You are going to hunt for ZiG. If I were you, I would start hunting for it now. Because at the time you need it, you may not find it. And if you find it, you find it at a very expensive price. I don't want to repeat what the PEMSEC said about the pricing and the background to it. Otherwise, we could just be talking about the same story. But I just want to leave that with you. And I also want to tell you that if you have any forex payment you want to make outside the country, right now, go to your bank and it will be paid. If you go to the parallel market, it means you are doing something illegal. But if you have something legitimate to pay, go to your bank and we will make sure that it is paid. I told you that the total amount of money in circulation in this market is worth less than 80 million US dollars. Right now, the central bank has more than 100 million US dollars cash without even selling an ounce of gold. So, if you, I know you are just a consumer, but you are a consumer who can do maths. You should know that we have the capacity as the central bank to meet all foreign obligations as they fall due. The PEMSEC said we are in a multi-currency environment. If you want us to de-dollarize today, that's another debate. But for now, we know that we are in a multi-currency environment until 2030. That's my response to you. I want you to take note of what I've said. Come back to me in June. We'll give you an appointment to come to the central bank. Let's see if you are going to be telling the same story.
Oh, Lord. Again. Again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
How will I get confidence in it as a street vendor? That's the difficult question. So I'm not going to have confidence in it. Why? Simply because the government itself does not have confidence in their own money. Governor here havana kupindura mubvunzo wavabvunzwa, instead vatothreatena. That's the thing chanyanya boy ipapo. It just proves that we are not supposed to know. Togodzi itai zvataudzwa. Guys, this is 2024. We are supposed to demand accountability from our government. If they cannot be accountable for anything, how are things going to work?
Thank you, facilitator. I am just an ordinary consumer, Dr. Mushayavanhu. So I'm going to speak like one. So as a consumer, my indicators about faith in the currency is shown by what government does. If government does not accept duty in ZiG, or the payment for fuel in ZiG, I have got a question. I know Mr. Gwamatanga said it's a journey, but I want to see government and the Reserve Bank taking the first step, and not in terms of the economics of explaining to us how it works, because we have heard that before. When the bond note was introduced, the then governor had a whole meeting with the Law Society of Zimbabwe, to which I belong. It was a few hours long. We were assured the bond note would be backed by a deposit of $200 million after Exim Bank. We were assured no printing would be done. We were assured so many things about stability and so on. I remember at that time, not having been convinced in the meeting, I and my partner made an appointment with the governor and sat down with him in his office, because we had clients who were keen to invest. And they had one question: will we get our money out? We couldn't answer it even after that meeting. So it's all okay, and I do trust the governor. I know him well. I do trust the PEMSEC. I know him well. But do I trust policy as a consumer? The answer is no. We can go round and round in all kinds of things. But if we don't put the step forward that convinces me, if I have ZiG today and I'm importing a car, I can go to the border and pay for my duty in ZiG. You can't then convince me that it's a currency that works in the manner that we're explaining. And it's a matter about usability. Just listen to the consumers out there. For the reason that we are not economists, we are looking at the practical aspects of what do I do with the currency. If I go to Mberengwa now and I buy something with a US dollar, they are going to give me rand coins as change. And it's rampant if you go to Mberengwa, to Matabeleland South, and parts of Masvingo. That's the way they function. It works. But do I want ZiG right now? I'm not so sure. Because let me see you take the step. Comrade Permanent Secretary, let's see you take the step. Let me be able to buy fuel. If it is multi-currency, my understanding of multi-currencies is interchangeable, freely. There is no one that's acceptable more than the other. But practically, does government today accept ZiG the same way it accepts the US dollar? So the questions about the passport office are legitimate, because I must pay for the passport. If I go with ZiG, will you take it? If you can't, you are creating doubt. So it boils down to one matter: confidence. The economics, the gold deposits, of course, we will never verify that because we don't know what's in the vaults. You have told us, we believe you for now. But how does it help me, the common man, to be able to function? And that would be my comment, Dr. Mushayavanhu. It might sound a little bit emotive, but it is because I have lost my savings 3 times since I started working.
Dr. Mushayavanhu, and obviously the calls that we have also seen on social media to say that if this currency does not buy fuel or does not pay for a passport, then it's not a strong currency, or then it's not a usable currency. I think we just need to go back to the journey that resulted in us using a multi-currency system. It was an agreed position between government and industry. And that's why industry is also using US dollar as we speak today, because there was an agreement. But more importantly, what we have done with the currencies today is one major milestone towards de-dollarization. We have not de-dollarized as yet, Dr. Mushayavanhu.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Because what you are calling for action we should be taking in a fully de-dollarized environment. This is one milestone that we have taken. And the journey takes up to 2030. So that within that journey, there will be a point where fuel will be fully sold in ZiG, along the journey. Within that journey, there will be a point where all duties will be payable in ZiG, not even 50%. Within that journey, there will be a point where all government, ministries, departments, and agencies are actually forced to accept both currencies. In fact, we are going to be forcing them very soon within that journey. It might be actually tomorrow. We are working on a circular to all government, ministries, departments, and agencies that they cannot insist on payment in US dollars. They can't insist. So that's the instruction when I go back to the office that I'm going to be sending to most ministries, departments, and agencies. So that mischief is actually, but it's part of the journey. But we cannot call for action today which indicates that we have de-dollarized. We have not de-dollarized.
He tried to answer the question for the governor here when he was also asked, when the governor was asked tough questions that he couldn't answer. This is going to be a big problem. A big problem. Because kana government iri kuramba mari dzayo kuti dzibhadhare zvinhu zvine musoro, like your fuel, generally fuel, because ndinenge yakabata economy, fuel ndo inobata economy of any country. Kana isiri kutenga fuel, saka ichatengei? The threats dzavataura magavana change money and all that. So comment down below. Let's see what you think about what he said. Guys, subscribe, like and subscribe, share the video so that it helps us with the algorithm. Thank you so much for watching.
understandable.
isusu nyika yedu isusu isusu tatojaira zvokuti zvikazochinja zvezvachinja hazvo but isusu confidence tinotongori nazo pakuti kana yazonzi achashandiwo futi vanongobvisa wesa imwe futi titori neconfidence nezvacho zvavakatoita totofana zvavakatoita izvo kana vaona kuti haisi kubuda voisa futi chi vogadzira imwe futi tongotambira futi zvavo zvakadaro.
Pari zvino kuti uti une confidence kana kuti hauna zvinotinetsei pakuti dai yambouya yatanga yatenderera ndopetinozoti iyi mari iri kufamba but kuti titi izvozvi confidence ndinayo kana kuti handina ipapapa zvinoda kuti mboti itange yauya ikatanga kusekuleta chete toona kuti zvakamira sei.
Apa tine happiness pakuti mari yedu ka senge especially mazig aya anzi Zimbabwe Gold pakuti asati abata asi mufoni mangu akanyora mufoni mangu atoomweni akutonzi mazig ara ticheze akatobviswa mamazig asi ndiri kufarira hangu chinhu wani kuti dai vangoti kasikepa ma 21 days dziya dzemazuva asara yaka vatapudza